common notion that the H1b visa holders get paid in crores. While it's correct to some extent, something that you don't know is how much taxes they pay and what is their approximate take-home salary. So in this video, we are going to discuss all the taxes that you have to pay on H1b visa, and also we will be taking a hypothetical example and calculating what will be your average take-home salary. So if you want to know the shocking results, make sure you watch the video till the end. Hello, namaste, welcome to my channel. I am Pragnya, your visa and immigration guide. If you're interested in any topics related to visas, immigration, studying abroad, working abroad, then make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon, and I will keep you updated with all the latest news and informations. H1b visa is one of the most sought after visa for coming and working here in US. And back in the home country, you must have always heard stories about H1b visa holders being paid in crores and living a very lavish lifestyle here in US. But this truth is going to shock you. We are going to discuss every single tax that you will have to pay on H1b visa here in US, and also we will take some hypothetical situations and examples and calculate the average take-home salary. And yes, if you watch the video till the end, you will definitely get an idea of what is going to be the net amount in your pocket by the end of the day. So make sure you watch the video till the end. First and foremost, let me tell you that taxes here in US while you are on H1B depends on several other factors, like firstly your location, where you are located, because there is a tax called the state tax. In many states it's applicable, while some states, which are also known as the tax havens, the state tax is not applicable. There are several different types of taxes which may or may not be applicable, and it totally depends on the location where you are situated. So yes, the first factor, very important factor, is your location. The second factor, I can say it's an important factor too, is whether you are married or not. Yes, if you are single and you're paying your tax on H1B, then definitely you are going to pay a lot more as in comparison to a person who is married and is filing jointly with his or her spouse. So married and filing jointly, you pay lesser tax in comparison to being single and paying your taxes. Similarly, if you are married and you are filing separately, again you are paying higher amount of taxes. And also, if you are married, filing jointly, and you are the head of your household. If you're filing as a household and you're head of your household, then also you are paying comparatively more taxes as in comparison to married and filing jointly. So these are the different types of scenarios that can happen while you are here in US. And another factor that's also very important when it comes to filing of taxation is whether or not you are having dependents. If you are having dependent, let's say you are having a minor US born kid, then definitely you will be paying lesser tax in comparison to someone else who is not having a dependent here in US. So with all the factors coming into play, the final amount for every person may vary as per their own cases. So in the first part of the video, we are discussing about the first type of tax, that is the federal tax. Federal tax is a must. No matter where you stay in US, you will have to pay this federal tax. And federal tax is not a flat amount that is applicable on your salary. It's on a slab rate. When I say slab rate, especially if you're from India, you will definitely understand this. It means there are different rates of taxes for incremental values of your salary. Until 10K, you are having a certain tax rate. From 10K to 30K, you are having certain tax rates. So this is an example. This is not the exact figure. So you are having incremental tax rates for incremental salary values. So yes, if you're earning more, if your salary is high, you are definitely going to end up paying a high amount of federal tax. So let's start our hypothetical situation right here. Firstly, let's assume that you are getting a package of 100K per annum. And let's assume that you are single and filing single-handedly your taxes. So on a salary of 100K per annum, how much federal tax you are going to pay? So you are going to pay a federal tax of $14,768 per year if you are single and you are getting a package of 100k per annum. So this is the federal tax you are going to pay. Similarly, in the second situation, let's assume that you are getting the same salary, 100k per annum, but you are married and filing your taxes jointly. So in this situation, you will end up paying a federal tax of $8,481. See, I told you, if you file your taxes jointly along with your spouse, you are definitely going to end up paying way lesser in comparison to filing your taxes singly. The next form of tax that you will have to pay while on being H1b is a state tax. Now let me tell you, state tax depends on which state you are. It's not a fixed rate all across America. So it totally depends on which state you are, and especially there are many states where there is no state tax. Those states are known as tax havens. States like Texas, Florida, Tennessee, many other states. So these states are completely tax-free states. When I say tax-free, it means they are state tax-free states, and if you are living in this state, if your employment is in this state, then you will not be paying any state tax. So in our hypothetical examples, we will not be considering state tax so that we arrive at a uniform figure. And if you want to find your exact value, then obviously in whichever state you are, you can put the rate and find your amount. And yes, the state tax, depending on which state you are, can be anywhere from 4% to 7%. It totally varies again. Anywhere between 4% to 7% you will be paying taxes on your taxable amount. The third form of tax that you have to pay is a social security tax. So social security tax is a flat rate. No matter where you are, you will have to pay social security tax, and it's 6.2% across US. So 6,200 if you're getting a package of 100k will be your social security tax. And yes, in both the situations, whether you are filing as single or you are filing as being married along with your spouse, you will be taxed 6,200 flat for social security taxes. Fourth on list is your Medicare. Medicare is also a form of tax, and also it has no relation to location. Irrespective of where you are located, you will have to pay the Medicare, and it's also a flat rate of currently 1.45%. You will be paying $1,450 on a 100k package for your Medicare. And again, even if you are filing as a single or if you are filing jointly with your spouse, you will be paying 1,450 as your Medicare. So these are the four types of taxes which are must while you are on a H1b visa. Apart from these, there are various location specific taxes like city tax. When I say city tax, it totally depends on which city you are located, especially if you are located in some big cities like, let's say, New York or DC, or if you're located in some city in the Bay Area, let's say in California, then they will also be charging you a form of city tax. City tax is basically like something a municipality tax or a local tax. So you will be charged that. It's around 1 to 2%. Again, it varies from city to city in whichever city you are. So we have removed all the variable taxes in our calculations, and we will be arriving at our figure on a 100k salary about all the fixed taxes that you have to pay and what will be your approximate take-home salary. So yes, after paying the federal tax, the Medicare and the Social Security tax on a salary of 100k per annum, your take home is going to be 77,582, and the effective tax rate is around 22.42%. So this is what you are going to get in hand after paying all these taxes. And let me remind you, on this approximate take home that we calculated, you will also have to pay state tax if it's applicable, city tax if it's applicable, and also there will be other deductions, let's say insurance, 401k benefits. So all these deductions are also going to be made on this take home that we calculated. So after all this deduction, roughly you will be getting around 74 to 75k. So an effective tax rate of around 25% if you are promised a 100k per annum package and you are filing your taxes singly. So you should have a rough idea of what you are going to pay in terms of taxes and what is the actual amount that you're going to get in hand. Similarly, in the same hypothetical situation, but if you are married and filing your taxes jointly with your spouse, then after federal tax, Medicare and Social Security tax, your take home is going to be $83,869 per annum, and your effective tax rate is around 16.13%. You can definitely see the comparisons that yes, you are paying quite less in comparison to filing your taxes individually, that is in a single capacity rather than in a joint capacity along with your spouse. So it's always advantageous and always recommended that if possible, file your taxes jointly along with your spouse. Especially if your spouse is non-working, then it's highly recommended that do file your taxes with your spouse and you get a chance to save a lot of money. So again, this tax does not include your state tax or your city tax or whatever location specific taxes, insurance, 401k benefits and all those. So 83,669 is what we are looking at, and after all those deductions, let's say you are standing anywhere between 79 to 80k or 78 to 80k as your net salary that comes to your hand. As said earlier in the video, taxes are variable. This will vary from cases to cases, scenarios to scenario, location to location, and of course depending on the number of dependents you have. These were two hypothetical situations that we considered. I hope this will give you a fair idea of what you are going to get in hand finally. So whenever you're negotiating your salary, negotiate accordingly. Be on the safe side, make your calculations, make your provisions, and then agree to any proposed package or salary. I hope this video has given you a fair idea of what you should be earning while on H1b here in US and what you are going to pay to the government for being here in US. I hope you liked the video. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video. This will be really encouraging, and I will keep you updated with many more interested topics and also with all the latest information and news. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.